Good day, everyone. Hello, Alamau. Bom dia a todos. My name is Wallace, Alex. I do prefer to call Alex because it's easier because majority of people, especially here in Holland, they cannot pronounce Wallace. So therefore, but also in UK, I used to live over there for 12 years. And after I moved to Holland, I didn't regulate that. I really enjoyed that. I live in the countryside. And the reason I'm just trying to, yeah, go online and just start on talking to people because I'm a Reiki master. And I have a lot of sometimes clients also who has been dealing with spirituality for a long time, but sometimes there's no guidances on that. People have very, especially here in Holland, people are very sensitive to energy. And also I deal with this all my life, basically, because I'm a mixed race. So I have like an European, Portuguese side, and part of my family from my great-grandfather, but also his wife. She was Amerindian. She was Indian, who was being stolen for the tribe. But it was as formations inside the family, she was someone who was very spiritual as well. And down the line, my grandmother married the guy whose mother was from Mozambique. So the African line dropped in as well inside my bloodstream, let's put it this way. And then when you have these three races going on your life, and some point one's up then starts clicking up for the other side of the world, or the other side of the spiritual level, let's put it this way. And you have to deal with this. And especially then you are in different environments, and then sometimes we don't understand because like the energy is in the north of the hemisphere and the west side is really more differently somehow compared to the south. Now compared to Brazil, that everything is more compact, let's put it this way, and everything is more on skin. You really, it's different, and here is more subtle, let's put it this way, but at the same time it's a little bit more on your face. But you have to recognize that you also in a daily basis you have this kind of influence. And here in Holland, believe me or not, because you are at low level of the ocean, so it looks like something has really come from earth, let's put it this way. But also it's well because the countries are full of water, so the energies of the emotions is really high. You have to know to swim. So you have to swim around it, especially this environment, these things. If you are sensitive, you get all that influence your life on a daily basis. And sometimes I come across people asking me, so how do you deal with this and how you can clean myself for someone who's like negative energy or try to, bring some stuff towards me, or sometimes to how I also deal with my own emotions with all this turbulence, environment where everything is happening, especially spiritual level, does a lot. Believe me or not, does a lot. That's really like hit you somehow. And based on that, I sometimes try to give some people information about it, what I do with my own spirituality. And I see, especially here, sometimes it's quite similar in a way, like with that in South America. So, like, it's a little bit more, it's easier to give some glimpse what it could be. But also because sometimes people travel a lot, then they go back to Brazil, they go in Brazil for the holidays. And then they visit some temples or some temples of Umbanda or Candomblé or other, whatever, visits what they want to do, or contact different people out there. And but sometimes they have an experience, but they don't understand what is what they saw, and why this happened, and what you, and they don't really, this it's not clear because I think there's a few factors that tells a lot. First, with the language barrier, it's very clear sometimes because it's very sometimes difficult people, speak good English in Brazil. Let's put it this way. But also as well, some people don't really. I think they're scared also as well to speak about spirituality. But also as well, also the experience, but also because of some prejudice as well. Because of like people say, oh, this is from the devil. Oh, this is because as long as African, everything's like as put down because it's not good. Oh, it's black. And like, for example, they have a lot of stupidity words. People say, oh, this is black magic. Magic that has no color. Sorry, but this is invention. Who invented this, I don't know. But it still carry on in a society for too long. And the people just really like speak up. Okay, there's no calling magic. Magic is magic. How you deal with that, and then become, okay, there's a terminology to use what it means black, because you use this, it's talking about the physical. Anything is physical, deal with the body, that should be black magic, because you talk about the black matter is something for inside, but your body is something, for example. That's why you get to know that a witch to get it, burned into the past, because they do cure to the body also as well, to the soul, to the mind, and that become like a black, but that's what it is. But I don't go now on that yet. But on top of it, what I try to do is, like, as I open up this YouTube channel, I go to, every week, or I don't know how long days of the week I can do that, upload some videos and explain a few things in a more detailed, because sometimes I see some things online, it was like it's horrifying what people wrote about it. Even people go in like universities, they go for like some research in Brazil, they go on these temples there, they talk to people there, and then they write something completely different to what it's supposed to be. And sometimes, like, if you know a few things, you're just like, what the hell they are, saying here? That's not reality. That's not supposed to do. Maybe it means translation. Anyway, so in my experience, it's okay. What I know, and what I live, and what I do, I will try to pass it on as the best as I can. And because also the same way I did have a help, for example, maybe you can see this name here. This is Ebony name here. Ebony name Carrasco. She's my priestess, because I belong for the new order of the sun and the moon in Brazil. That is a initiatic order. So you got the Umbanda, but also that witchcraft is also different. I don't say, let's say, department of spirituality. So you take everything, you learn everything, basically. And that is good for me, because I like, for example, in Brazil, everything is well divided. Everybody has their own address, let's put it this way. But for me, I'm outside, so I'm exposed with everything. So this was the best things happened in my life. But also, and then you have to deal with yourself, and get knowledge somewhere for someone who knows, And for me also, because I do like witchcraft, it's also the Celtic. That's why also I doing like a reading in Owen, the organ, and Hunas also, because I love the Celtic culture. And I'm saying like, wow, I love this. I used to live in UK, so really like I really adore. Ireland is the best place for me, and for me like the culture itself. So because of that, I end up also as well, because I have a kind of shamanic, and the contact with the forests, all this kind of knowledge sometimes you have. And then you associate that, is relate that very closely. That's what happened to me. And then I'm like, okay, I'm go for it. So I did. I'm glad I did that as well. And but then like the Reiki master kicked in, because it was like the big door to contact the people out there and see what is happening, and listen also to people, their own experience. Some people believe, there's people that don't say, oh, this is a crap. So I have some people like, I don't believe in this kind of shit. Great. I have to believe, because I live this. And then, like, in Brazil, this we say, like, sometimes people, you go to here also as well, people say, everybody's a medium. I like to rephrase that. I think for me, everybody, they are sensitive to energy. because here are different cultures. Like in Brazil, you have different regions, also different cultures, but the majority is still the Brazilian, is still the same department of this way. Here, you're talking about here, I get like there's different cultures, I have different knowledge, they have a different situation, different energy, people do it differently, and you have to adjust yourself on this kind of environment. And this is very important to do that. And also, I love, this was my Bible for a long, long time, you know. Also, it's a lot of funny calls as well. I still do, because she's amazing. She's an amazing priestess. I really love her. She's like, the novel other people, they're amazing. They're from my family also, I have to say, I really adore that. But also as well, I work with Karmic Numerology that give me a lot basic to knowledge the soul itself, because this is something when you start to deal with spirituality, you try to deal with human as a human, and there's a lot of things under the carpet need to come to the surface. It based on that, you need sometimes some tools. I think numerology was the one that helped me a lot to helping out understand people by talk direct to the soul, not only for the person, to the head, but to the soul, and the subconscious, let's put it this way. And also, this guy here, they are when in Europe, everything about the angels and the archangels, but also in Brazil, we have this strongly, so like they have like Chris Jimenez, so she's my adorable person, my teacher. She's a lot, just very dear of mine. In a way, like to teach me all those things, because this is I have to, I learn to see myself on a daily basis, because when you deal with spirituality, or let's put it this way, dead people, that's, because based on Umbanda, you deal with dead people, okay? You talk to them, this kind of thing like this. They have different manifestations, some of the energy comes different. That's the basic of Umbanda. And that you hear some entities, you hear like, oh, the black old man, the Preto Value, oh, the Caboclo, the kind of thing like this. You got to hear a lot of these names. I go slowly in giving information. But they are very nice in a way to comfort you, to give some informations, because they have more knowledge for, I would like to put it this way, 360 degrees of vision, what you as a human will get at that. It's sometimes like, it's okay, this don't give like as information sometimes in a way like to be dependent of them, but they give so much to give you support. Okay, I suggest you should go this way. What do you think? So this kind of thing like this really sometimes is important, especially when you have a broken heart. Sometimes we have like the violence, domestic violence, when you deal all these subjects on a daily basis, what is really affect you in a deep level. So sometimes people don't understand. Oh, why people need religions? Well, the problem that people are living in here right now, people have some suffering, people have some, because sometimes speaking in the West is very easy. People just go to shrink or go for psychologists talking about these kind of things, or best friend just throw everything on it. But sometimes if you have a spirituality, you could do exactly the same. They get better information because they can see the both side of it. Because sometimes we can be a victim. Oh, I needed this. Oh, it happened to me. Look at me. But then you see like someone just hit the ego of the person, but they don't tell you what they did to get that. Yeah, that is the whole issue. And spirituality, they put you in the middle. Okay, this happened to you, but what you have done to that happen to you? Can you explain me that? You have to and I'm like, oh, it's painful. But you have to be clear to yourself. Because sometimes you like it we sometimes try to go in different ways, try to now, but doesn't work like that. That's what's beautiful about spirituality. I love this because you see, you know yourself every single day. You have a mirror in front of you. You go deeper. It's painful sometimes, but it's pleasurable because, like, you know about yourself. You know about the world around you. You become like, I don't say that I say, but also around for other people, for the world, for your environment. It is something that's very rich in a way, like give you a lot of satisfaction. So for me, like I love spirituality for that. I love to get this kind of this kind of energy that is you really like. Yeah, that's why I didn't see that before. This kind of insight. This is very special to me. That's the reason why, okay, I just put my Facebook page. I'm not a technological guy in a way like this. I'm learning as well on a daily basis here, doing things, but now it's visit my Facebook page. You go to, yeah, just type like as Alex Rake Tarot and Numerology. You find me there. But also it's my YouTube channel, Alex with Oracles and Spirituality and the Karmic Numerology. And yeah, follow me up for the next videos with another topics about spirituality. So I'm here to help. If you need me, just contact me via the Facebook for appointments or readings or whatever you like. So, but see you next time. Take care. Bye. Do.